Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to Start Off Your Day. Today is going to be Wednesday, November 19th. My name is Ian Mason. We're going to go ahead and get into today's top headlines. Starting off with our continuing coverage of the school board in Red Cloud after a boy was left on a bus for over an hour in September. A school board meeting held on Monday, lasting over an hour and a half. Most of that, though, in a closed session, which we'll talk about when we know more after that. But right now, before that session, of course, came the president's report. And during that report is when school board president Jeff Armstrong started talking about transparency, and he said that it was important. Now, one letter was sent into the school board, which typically would be read during that segment. It was by a concerned parent about some of the situations that we've been telling you about here on Local 4. But shortly after addressing the public about his views on the importance of transparency, school board president Jeff Armstrong mentioning that there was a letter sent in by a member of the public but refusing to read that letter, leading to an exchange between him and multiple concerned parents who were asking him to read the letter. An audience member ended up reading that letter to the public after one board member presented the letter to them. Basically, what happened they had voted to go into a closed session. A parent asked about, why aren't you going to read that letter? And Armstrong and that parent went back and forth, and eventually another board member who's actually been asked to resign by Armstrong a couple months ago was basically what happened there was she provided the letter. The letter was in support of her. The writer of that letter actually reached out to Local 4 on Tuesday and said she thinks the letter wasn't read, again, because she expressed support for that board member who was publicly asked to resign. We're going to continue to follow this situation as it evolves. And as the UNL faculty is voting in favor of expressing a no confidence measure for Chancellor Rodney Bennett, that vote was 60-14 with 3 people abstaining on Tuesday. That was best understood against the backdrop of UNL's $27.5 million budget shortfall. Chancellor Bennett's final suggestions for balancing the books included cutting several programs, including Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, which is where meteorologists like Travis and I come from. UNL's chapter of the American University of Professors sent out a statement after the vote saying, in part, quote, "The faculty has made it clear that this chancellor does not have what it takes to lead our flagship institution. For the time we are delivering a united message to the regents, we will not accept a lack of transparency, the exclusion of faculty from decision-making, or the erosion of the university's 156-year-old mission to educate Nebraska students." On our third story, the Grand Island Police Department is reestablishing their police chaplain program for the City Hall, and there's a formal pinning ceremony today. It will be at the Law Enforcement Center's Community Meeting Program Room at 4 p.m. The new program means a part-time chaplain will coordinate a group that is made up of several members to support officers in crisis, and the public is encouraged to attend that program. Let's go ahead and get to our forecast now. Temperatures starting off in the low 30s today. They're going to get up into the 50s. This is not too bad day outside. It's really going to be mid 50s. This is about where we would see ourselves, maybe a couple degrees above average this time of year. There are going to be plenty of clouds keeping our temperatures steady. So we see about a 20-degree variation in temperatures today, which is not that much compared to what we would see if it was clear. We'd see warmer temperatures coming in, but basically those clouds and that wind just going to keep us somewhat steady today. As we look at the next couple of days, though, temperatures rising up in the mid to high 50s for Thursday. Friday, low 50s before we get close to 60 on Saturday. I think some of us will actually see that 60 on Saturday. Then mid 60s on Sunday. Notice we see clearer skies those 2 days as we see that warming up. Then those clouds move back in on Monday with a cold front, chances of precipitation, and then we're in the 40s come Tuesday. That is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to Start Off Your Day. My name is Ian Mason, and you can catch the latest news here at Local 4 right how you're watching this right now on our streaming platform on your Roku TV or other smart TV that is compatible with our app, as well as at ksmblocal4.com. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.